Well, the Ipiranga is coming back to visit this channel. We have 2 submarines, 1 destroyer, 5 cruisers, and 4 battleships on each side. We are on the Seychelles map in a tiers 6, 7, and 8 match. So we're high tier. And I have started out closest to the Alpha Cap.
Let's give them a hard time.
On the far western side of our map, in company with Nuevo de Julio. Looks like most of my team is moving forward into the Charlie Cap. We have 4 caps in domination mode, and each team starts out with a cap counting points, and then we have 2 neutral caps that each of us are going to try to capture and start getting points from there. Well, I noticed on my load-in screen that the enemy cachalot is AFK, not loaded into the game. Oh no, my Nuevo de Julio is headed off toward the center of the map too. I might be on by myself over here. Okay, I can see down on the mini map that our friendly Ishmael is coming in my direction. Okay, we are slowly moving forward. Now, I am not a battleship main, you know that by having watched the channel, but Ipiranga, if you play it more like a cruiser, is actually a very decent ship. Don't want to show broadside. It has pretty hard hitting shells, and of course those secondaries are its claim to fame. Oh boy, we sure did a good job on that Gokasi. Now I don't get any kind of torpedoes, I don't get any hydro or anything like that. I am pretty maneuverable, although not as maneuverable as I was a few months ago. They have nerfed me down a little bit. Oh, scatter those shells all over the place there. Alright, there's Gokasi's torpedoes. I was expecting them. We will continue to concentrate on the Gokasi. Always try to take down the lowest health enemy. Oh, but I missed him. Well, shoot. Alright, I have noticed that our Hwangi is offline. The enemy sub is still offline. The Hwangi's offline on our team. We seem to be having connection problems in the World of Warships. Okay, let's get that Gokasi out of here. He's going to continue lighting me on fire. Gee whiz. In the meantime, we're getting more enemy on this side than I have friends. Well, Gokasi has successfully eluded me, but now the New Orleans was challenging me, and he didn't realize I had plenty of friends coming around this point. Now I can work with a Magi. Bit of a problem here with a Magi on my right and the Warspit on my left. But that means that I am sending out secondaries on both sides. Yeah, they want me to get back. Where am I going to go? How am I going to get back? I would have to turn... Oh, there we go. Got Gokasi with my secondaries. Now, taking a quick right turn. Turn into starboard. And... Oh, almost got him. There, finished him. He fired a little bit too early, and I was angled just enough not to take the full damage from him. And did take plenty of damage from the Warspite, though, who is tucked in over an island where I can't see him. Alright, I'm telling my team to capture Alpha Cap.
Affirmative.
I have the Alabama over on my starboard side. Warspit is straight ahead. Our Nueve de Julio is in position to take Alpha Cap. And I am firing on the Angry Hippo. Now, this line of ships, the Ipiranga and the Los Andes and the Libertad, all have the funny button that after we either get hit with so many shells from the enemy, or if we hit the enemy with our shells, then it starts to turn our F button down below green to activate special features on our secondaries, which gives us better range, better accuracy, and much faster firing rate. And our secondaries are actually as strong as light cruiser main guns, so they're very effective. Oh, that Alabama is over there. I really need to do something with that Warspit, though. I cannot take too many poundings from that one, even though it's only a tier 6. There. Now I can get turned out away from Alabama, who is another tier 8. Matter of picking my poison on that one. Alright. We have 3 caps, although the enemy is starting to encroach on Delta Cap way out east. I can work with the Warspit for now. My secretaries are firing off at the Alabama, who is firing on me. Woo, boy, he got a good chunk of me, but I have a good heal and needed it. It's not a super heal, but it comes back quickly. And it heals back a pretty quick chunk. Okay, there, alright, I bounced a good portion of those, didn't take any new damage. There, we got the Alabama. Somebody else had worked him over some, but I finished the job. Alright, now we cannot see the Warspit. But on the other side, our Yudachi took out the enemy Shiratsu. We have, oops, we lost our Galissoniere. Jimmy Two-Step was the driver. I was going to say, we have quite a cluster of ships right in the center of the map still. Now I'm actually in a pretty good situation. I have all the enemy in front of me instead of on each side of me. So I'm going to move on forward toward the Bravo cap. Our Hwangi is still offline. We still have not seen that cachalot. Okay, well, it just happens that way sometimes that one or two players on the game are offline. Now, I've had disconnection problems from time to time. It's usually wargaming. I have good internet, but usually when you disconnect, you just have to restart the computer. And when you get back into the game, it drops you right back into the battle if it's still in progress. Sometimes drops you in just in time for you to watch your ship sink. But sometimes you're right back in the thick of things and able to continue on. Your ship stops where it was, and if you were in a relatively safe position, then that's good, and it allows you to get back into where you're helping out the team. And sometimes being AFK can actually save you for a little bit. However, it looks like our Hwangi is just there. Oh, good. Okay. Did for the Lanzao. That is a Pan-Asian cruiser. Pretty hard-hitting guns, but not anymore. 8K torps, so I'm moving toward him. Oh, I think we just saw the cachalot. But I think he's not moving. I'm not sure. Keep after the Warspite. Warspite, as compared to Warspite, I believe the British would say Warspite. Americans are more likely to say Warspite. I do my best to try to pronounce these names correctly, but it is tricky. Like Ipiranga, I have no idea if I'm saying that one correctly. Hopefully somebody will correct me. Almost got it. Whatever you want to, however you want to pronounce it. All right. There is the cachalot. And he's just sitting still. Punk Navy. Drop a full set of depth charges on him. This game is still in doubt. I did get the cachalot, and that gave me the Kraken Unleashed, but a double strike by getting the Warspite. All right. The cachalot was a gimme. The Warspite, though, I had worked hard on that one. But we did have to take out that sub because we did not need its captain waking up and then starting to do damage. All right. Well, that little exchange just gave us a very nice lead, and we are within about 4 points now of winning the game. All right.
Align
Well,
imaging
good.
centered.
Whoops, that dropped us back a little bit because we lost our Ishmael. All right. Well, there we go. Now that turned out to be a good battle. I don't think I needed but maybe about 35,000. So I kind of overdid things a little bit, but that sometimes happens. So we ended up with 172,000. And that was based on 52 main battery target hits, 2 depth charges on that AFK sub, 185 secondary hits, shot down 3 aircraft, didn't notice them. Got 6 kills, assisted in destruction on 1 other, 2 Citadel hits, set 7 fires, caused flooding probably from one of those depth charges, and ended up with a Battle E, a Confederate, for damaging 6 or more enemy ships, amounting to at least 20% of the base HP. That double strike, which was pretty cool. Close quarters expert, which you get a lot of those on the South American battleships. Dreadnought for staying alive. Kraken for getting 5 kills. And a high caliber for damaging 4 or more enemy ships, causing at least 30% of the damage to their total HP of all the ships on the enemy team. All right, and you would expect that's going to, and it did, put me on top of the leaderboard with 2,337 base XP. Potential damage was almost 2 million, so they were shooting at me, but I was shooting back. Pulled in almost 500,000 in credits, 772 in free XP, 704 in Elite Commander XP, and 14,079 in ship XP, for Commander XP, for a captain that I have been working on, Alvaro Almeida. And since I've been playing a little bit more Tier 8, I brought him down from the Libertad, so he's a 19-point captain. And thought I'd do a little running around here on the Ipiranga. All right, so Ipiranga is dressed up in her New Year's camo that I got a couple years ago. She has 2 turrets up forward with 2 barrels each, 1 turret amidships with 2 barrels, and then 3 barrels back, or 3 turrets back aft with 2 barrels each. So that's given me 12 barrels that are slinging shells downrange. But the main claim to fame, which you can hardly see it here, are these massive secondaries. Those are cruiser-sized guns that are used as secondaries on this ship. So that is really, really powerful. Okay, well, take a quick look here at Alvaro's build out, which you see here. The thing that I am waiting for right now when I get another captain skill point is I will put on fire prevention expert, and that will help a lot for a brawling battleship. You want to be as tanky as you can be. And then here you can see my module build out, and I have built into the secondaries both on the captain and here. and my choice of flags to help me stay alive. And I definitely needed the Charlie Kilo. And these two here compounded the situation. So I was able to run extra heal time, and that helped me stay alive. But then the Mike Yankee Soxy 6 extended out my secondaries even further. All right, so that was Ipiranga. Awesome battle. So hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to wish you a good evening, and I hope to see you in battle.